Howdy y'all, this is Eddie with another episode of Corn-Fed Bushcraft. Sorry it's been a little while since I got out there and put out another video. Some of y'all that know me know I have a few little health issues. They take a little bit of time out of my schedule sometimes. Today we're going to talk about a quick little project you can do at home. A solar light. Comes in handy around the house, power outages, things along that line, and I'm going to show you how I did it. Alright, here before me, you see a couple of little things you probably got laying around your house. This is the top off of those cheap little solar lights you get at Walmart. They're $1 a piece. This is going to be the key thing in building our finished product. Right here, you see we got a little jar with a lid on it. This happens to be a Tostitos dip bowl, queso. This is what's going to protect our light. It's going to eventually be the replacement part of this clear plastic on the outside here. Alright, let me get this plastic lens off here and show you what we're looking at on the inside. Alright, we're back. That little lens unscrews off there, just kind of twists to the left, maybe 1/4 of an inch, and it pops out. You have this little clear plastic. Let's see if we can get this set up here. There you go. Alright, it's kind of a clear plastic, but it's set up in a way that magnifies the light. Up here at the top, you'll see, if you can barely see in there, a little bit of discoloration towards the top. You have one LED light. These things are actually very bright, for one little light, and uses almost no juice. On the bottom here, you'll see 2 little screws. Inside of that is one rechargeable AA battery. That keeps the light going after, the sun goes down. Solar panel charges the battery. Battery runs the light until next morning. Alright, here on top we have a solar panel. This solar panel is 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, which is a key thing to remember, because we're going to take this lid, find the center of it, and then we're going to mark 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches square out of the center. Then after you get that done, you're going to take your Dremel and you're going to cut that 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches square out. You'll have a perfectly square hole. Let me get the top of this off. Oh, ain't going to get it off just like that. Hang on just a second. Alright, I'm back after I just proved my wimpiness trying to get the lid off that jar. Alright. When you get that 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches hole cut out, which is about the size of that sticker they usually put on top. Usually, though, they don't ever center it, so, you can't really go by it unless, you want your project off-center. When you get that hole cut out, this little piece here, like I remember me telling you, it was 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches square in there. You're going to put glue around this edge all the way around. I personally used the gel super glue. It works well. Gorilla Glue works well, but you got to stay down in here and not get too close to these edges, because Gorilla Glue likes to expand and it'll kind of come out over the corners of your solar panel. You don't really want that. You want to get as much light as possible. After you get the glue on there, you're going to line it up with your square hole in here, and just set this on top of it. Apply a little pressure to kind of even out the glue, and just let it sit there. I let it sit there for a couple of hours, and we got it all said and done. Let's move this over here out the way. This is what we wound up with. Yes, I used a little bit bigger jar, but as you can see, still had a little bit of seepage of the glue there, but now you can see what I was talking about by setting it in there. Kind of recesses down in there, and that's what you got. This thing here seems to work real good. Let's see if we can get it to come on here. Let's move over and see if we can get the glare out. Oh, there we go. Look at that. All we did is cover up the top. Look at that. There you have it. Little solar lights. The glass seems to help magnify it a little bit, make it a little bit brighter. You can put some colorful rocks in the bottom, things along that nature. Make you a little decorative light set in your windowsills. They'll charge during the daytime when the sun's up. At night, they'll light up your house. Alright, people, there you have it. Quick, easy little project. You can sit down and do it with your family. and it recycles those old ugly dollars, solar lights you'd buy at Walmart. They don't ever last more than a summer before they get faded out and they look pretty ratty. Taking the lens off, doing this little project, it's recycle and reuse. I know everybody experiences power outage every now and then, and that puts off just enough light to get you to your lantern or get you to your candles or whatever you need. And you got enough of them, you don't have to have any extra light after a power outage. I mean, you can simply go by the amount of light that's put out by these things. I think it's a pretty crafty little idea. Like I said, it reuses and recycles. So this has been another episode of Corn-Fed Bushcraft. Until next time.